Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Tyler Price, known on the internet as the Simple Money Lady. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about finances. I know that things have been very challenging for a lot of people. Just with inflation, prices of everything has been going up, and you're really trying to determine how can you maximize your family's resources while still maintaining the same quality of life that you've had. So in this video, I want to go over 10 items 10 things that you could do to just help with maximizing your resources and being able to navigate this inflation period that we're in, this period that has been uncharted waters for many of us. So the first thing, if you haven't already been doing this, is really to budget and track your spending. There are various methods that you can use, but really find what works for you. Find what you're comfortable with. If you're an apps person and you want to track every single dime, that's fine. If you are interested in using the cash envelope system, that's also a good thing. Or if you just, have a piece of paper and write things on a piece of paper, that also works. Anything that you can do to track your spending and also budget for your spending. And it gives you a good idea of what you're spending every single week or day or month, however you decide to track it. Separately, you'll be able to kind of have a good view of which areas you need to cut back on to be able to meet other needs. The second is that, prioritize your high interest debts. So right now, credit card bills are 20 something percent, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, 29% interest rate. And that's a lot. So definitely prioritize the the high interest debts and try to pay them off. And if you're not able to pay them off, then you should move them to a 0% interest card for a certain period of time and start paying those off. So if you have good credit and you're able to move them, you can do that, or even get a personal loan from your bank to be able to pay off if you have high credit card bills. Separately, the third item is to reduce your utility bills. So if you have any drafts in your house, definitely seal them. If you have water that's running, or even if your kids like to leave lights on all over the place, get your family involved in this process too, to help reduce utility bills. So the next item, number 4, is consolidate shopping trips. And so, I usually plan my shopping trips around errands that I'm running. If I need to be somewhere, I usually kind of plan my shopping trips around that. And so this will help you with saving on gas. So going to the store every 5 minutes, number one, what it does is that if you go to the store very often, you're spending more because you're buying things you don't need. And separately, you're burning gas. So usually when I go to the store, I have a list. I have certain days a week that I go to certain stores, and I minimize how many trips I make to the store. And sometimes I force myself to use what's in my pantry, as opposed to going to the grocery store. Number 5 is take advantage of loyalty programs. Loyalty programs are great. If you guys have, I know Kroger it has a lot of deals if you're a Kroger member. Kroger Plus member, I think it's Kroger Plus, or even eating out. Like my kids love Chick-fil-A, and I always make sure that I scan so I can get points. And anywhere that you frequent, find out if they have a loyalty program and definitely take advantage of them. The next is, speaking of Chick-fil-A, cook at home more often. I know that's easier said than done sometimes, especially with women who are working moms, and because I know sometimes when I get home from work, I don't feel like cooking. So find ways that you could cook at home. Get the family involved in cooking at home, and find some easy meals that you can cook on those days where you just want to go to Chick-fil-A or wherever it is you go. What I tend to do is I like to batch cook on weekends, because in my opinion, it takes me the same amount of time to make one dish as it does 3. So usually when I'm cooking, I cook 3 meals at once, and that way we have something in the fridge to eat on, especially on days that I don't want to cook. Or also we have certain easy things, like sometimes we have chicken nuggets in the freezer that the kids eat, or even a taco night, or even having a salad at some nights, just for days that I don't want to cook and I don't want us to spend money. The 7th item is invest in quality, not quantity. And this is huge. And I'll give you an example. I used to buy a vacuum cleaner, one every single year. And about I want to say 10 years ago, I got frustrated because I was like, I am buying a vacuum cleaner every single year. This is a lot of money. So I invested in a Dyson. It was at that point for a ball. I think it was a Dyson ball. I paid $2.99 for it at Costco when they had it. I have had a vacuum cleaner since, just that one vacuum. So invest in quality everything. I know we all kind of get caught up with fast fashion. I'll be honest with you, sometimes I like to go to Ross and see what I can get for $10. But for the most part, for the things that you want to last, you want to invest in quality. Prod quality items that would last you a long time, as opposed to something cheap that you're buying often, because again, in terms of the long haul, a quality item will last you much longer than a cheap item, a less expensive item, and within reason, and if you can afford it. And then, another one, if you live in areas where there's public transportation, definitely utilize it, or carpool. I don't live in that area. I live in suburbia, USA. Our public transportation system is not great. But if you live in areas where there's public transportation or where you could carpool, definitely do that. Number 9 is buy secondhand. Secondhand furniture, secondhand clothes, secondhand items. I personally love secondhand furniture. I like stuff that's been used before, and so I'm always kind of going to Goodwill and seeing what I can find there in terms of furniture that I can repurpose. Or I want to buy good quality. I want to buy wood furniture, and I know that I could always find something there that's less expensive. That's wood that I can maybe refinish because I like quality, and so definitely check out your used stores, your consignment stores. Antique stores for a secondhand good quality item. And the last item is to really look for ways to increase your income, because again, one of the ways that we will be able to kind of weather this storm with inflation is that we need to increase what we make. So it could be looking for another job, and asking for a raise, finding out from your manager or your leader what you need to do to get a raise or to be promoted. Looking externally for roles, or even picking up something part-time, or start a YouTube channel. Maybe one day you get monetized, I don't know, but definitely find ways to increase your income, because again, I think that when you're looking at ways to kind of beat this inflation, you want to look at definitely save money, but also increase what you bring in. So these are the 10 items that to help you kind of beat inflation, and I hope that you found something informative or learn something new in this video. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.